What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be taking a look at each and every one of the new Conference Stories cards that did get released in College Football Ultimate Team 25 today. Looking at all of them, including the LTD Tyler Grubbs, as well as a punter. Is punting winning in College Football 25? No, but I guess we do have a new punter, 87 overall Ryan Hanson, as well as a new halfback, and on the way down, a ton of new cards today that we're going to be going over and talking about. If you are new to my channel and have not yet, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button. We're on the road towards 10,000 subscribers, almost at 5,000 subscribers. So I really do want to thank each and every one of you. We're going to start it off with Gavin Pringle here, the 80 overall out of Georgia State. A's cornerback with 80 speed, 77 man coverage, 66 press. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. His cornerback's overall okay, but if he ever gets in a press coverage situation, say goodnight, say goodbye, Gavin Pringle is going to be like a Pringles can, okay? He's going to get toasted. It is over with for Gavin Pringle in press coverage. Overall, though, the card is fine. Don't love him, but he's fine. Landon Burton out of the Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns, up next, 80 strength. Not a great pass blocker, not a great run blocker. I mean, what is this card doing for you? Not a whole lot. I mean, Landon Burton, you are never playing on any squad in College Football Ultimate Team. Next up, let's see what we got. We're right to the 81 overalls. Yes, we are. To DJ Thomas Jones, 81 overall tight end. Does come with 78 speed. I actually don't mind this card. 6'3", 78 speed, decent catching. Not necessarily one of the best tight ends in the game, but going to catch the ball really well and just be a solid all-around tight end. Not necessarily the biggest fan of the card, but he can hold it down at least at that tight end position. Next up, Jaquez Cross, running back out of Arkansas State, 81 speed, decent trucking, but the juke move, spin move isn't great either. Another card. He has a decent catch, but he's just not great. Not great at the 81 overall tier. Definitely other better budget running backs like a Chris Johnson in College Football Ultimate Team. Next up, we see a defensive tackle here, Tavion Coleman out of Texas State. 80 speed defensive tackle, 78 power move, as well as decent tackling in there as well. This card's fine. A decent power rusher, going to be a decent run stopper as well. Wish the block shed was a little bit better, but he's a fine defensive tackle that you can run. Not a card I really would recommend picking up for your squad. So far, these budget guys, not necessarily what we're looking at. Then we get Grant Wilson out of Old Dominion, 80 speed, really solid throw accuracy there. The 78.4 passing accuracy, I just don't know if I'm the biggest fan of. Short, mid, and deep accuracy is all fine. He's okay at 6'3", can run the ball a little bit. Throwing the ball is okay. As far as a budget quarterback, you can do a lot worse than Grant Wilson. Depends what his release is like, some of those other things in the game, but not necessarily my favorite quarterback, not also the worst. Caden Robinson up next out of Appalachian State, 83 speed, 83 jump. It's decent enough route runner, decent catching. He's fine. 83 overall, not like a Jeremiah Smith type level, and that's the tough part is if you're giving me an 83 overall, Robinson, I'd just tell you, go get Jeremiah Smith instead, a card who I just like that little bit more. Dre Pickney up next out of Coastal Carolina, 83 strong safety, 83 speed, gonna be way better in run support than he is as far as a coverage safety, and that's the tough thing for me. I feel like I like coverage safeties more than I do run stopping safeties because I struggle to defend the pass as much as I do defending the run. But really good tackler, good hit power, good speed, solid if you do struggle against the run, but in coverage, make sure he's never in man coverage. In zone coverage, he's fine at a 77, but in man coverage, he is going to get sizzled, absolutely fried like a piece of bacon. Next up, we're to our 87. So now we're to the fun part of today's video. Yes, we knocked out all of the budget guys. Now we get into the fun part about it. Dallan Hayden up here, 87 running back from Colorado, 86 speed, 87 acceleration. Spin move, juke move isn't necessarily the greatest. 87 truck, 88 break tackle. Yes, he is going to be more of a power back than he is an elusive back. Do I like him as much as like Chris Johnson, Marshall Faulk? Honestly, probably better than Marshall Faulk. But give me the 86 overall Chris Johnson over Hayden. And I know that's maybe crazy to say because Hayden's an 87 overall. Chris Johnson is only an 86 overall. But when I'm looking and comparing the cards side by side, Hayden's going to be a better power back. But I feel like with the way the game is played right now, I like elusive backs a little bit more. Hayden's fine, not necessarily a card that I'm going to add to my specific squad. Then we see an 87 overall punter. I'm going to be honest. Ryan Hanson is by far and away your best punter in the game. But my question to you would be this. what are you paying for a punter? He's a punter, guys. I'm not going to sit here and gas a punter because I have punted a single digit times this entire game. There might have been a time like I was at 4 with like 10 seconds left and I punted the ball out of bounds or something crazy like that. But if you're paying 300,000 coins for a punter, it's crazy. One thing I do want to say though is he does have 87 kick power. So maybe for like kickoffs, he could be maybe a little useful, I guess. I'd have to look a little more into it. But if you want to look at maybe the next best punter that we have in the game, there's not many good ones. And that's just me being genuinely honest with you guys. When you look at the punter position, it's pretty bad. You got Man who has what? He's got 84 kick power, which isn't bad. And for his value, I definitely get Braden Mann over a guy like Ryan Hanson. But neither one of these cards, in my opinion, are worth their prices. And it's just tough for punters. What are you going to do? Actually spend that many coins on a punter? I can't in good conscience recommend you guys doing that. Then we get to our last card, guys. Probably the most exciting card today. I feel like today's drop is not hyped up whatsoever. None of these cards, in my opinion, are just even cards that I want to pick up so far. And then we get Tyler Grubbs. Now, the first thing that Tyler Grubbs has is he's got good speed and he's got a great power move. You want to talk about Grubbs, he's got 86 speed, 87 block shed, which is immaculate, 88 power move. He is going to get after the quarterback in a big-time way. Good tackler as well. One of your best outside linebackers in the entire game. Absolutely incredible. Now, is he that much better than Colin or Oliver or Abdul Carter? That's where I think, you really need to think about things. Even compared to DJ Wesolak here, I mean, who's better? I think Wesolak might be a little bit better. And so that's the thing that I would encourage you guys to just do before spending a ton of coins on a guy, like a Tyler Grubbs is. He's fine, but it all is, are they worth their price? And I tell you what, guys, go in here, search by the 88, 89 filter, and just pick up Colin Oliver and Abdul Carter instead. Get both of them for the price of Grubbs. They're way more worth it. So as far as today's drop, guys, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I really do not think any of these cards are worth picking up for your squad. I just don't. I mean, I'm looking at this set and I'm like, who is opening these packs? I just genuinely don't know who would be opening them, even for like training. Normally I do like a training pack opening, but none of these cards even catch my eye whatsoever. So I would not really worry too much about that. If you do want any players for today, try to pick up like a Jeremiah Smith if you can get him for cheap, maybe like a King Mac. Those type of guys are guys that are going to be incredible at their specific overalls and their prices. So that's probably what I would recommend most for you guys. See if you can't get a King Mac, maybe for like, I don't know, 35,000 coins. Boom, King Mac, buy him. He's an absolute stud for that price. And the same thing goes with Jeremiah Smith. If you can get him for, I don't know, under 20,000 coins, I think would be a really good value. So that's where I'm at with this set. I'm just not the biggest fan of these stories of the week drops. I think they've been okay, but it's just like, what are you really looking at here? Who are the guys that really catch your eye when you're looking at this set? For me, just go snag a King Mac, go snag a Jeremiah Smith and call it good. Call it good for the day, because the rest of these cards are not it. And again, you can find some other conference stories budget cards that might make your specific squad. Just again, keep an eye on who you specifically do want to pick up throughout today. I do like Jeremy James at that right tackle position. Even if you look at the 84, 85s, I mean, Ra Thomas should be relatively inexpensive today. Might go down a little bit. And then at the end positions, obviously you got Latham as well as Jonathan Jefferson as well. So I'm going to snipe Latham here for 31,000 coins. I'm going to put him up for 38.95 and just snag a 4,000 profit while recording this video. So that's what I would recommend for you guys on how to approach today's drop. Snag some of these budget guys, Latham, Jefferson, and King Mac, Jeremiah Smith. Those are the guys that I personally would recommend for you. A lot of these cards, again, they're just not worth their prices, and that is ultimately what it does come down to. Bo Fryler, TJ Crandall, two more guys like TJ Crandall for 20,000 coins makes absolutely no sense. So he's definitely a guy that I'm going to pick up and just try to sell for 29,000 coins throughout the week, because I guarantee by the end of this week, I am going to get that 29 price for him, because this card is an absolute stud. It is a good opportunity for you guys to make some coins. It is not a great opportunity for you guys to pick up some of these new cards, just simply put, because they are not that good in college football ultimate team. That's all I've got for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.